Today I fucked up by renting a video 8 years ago. I recently decided to pick up some side hustle to pay off the $30,000 in college debt I haven't decided that, hey, I'm a good driver, I should just deliver some food. In order to do that, you have to get a background check. I have no qualms with that, as I don't have, or at least I didn't think I had, any criminal record. I think I may have had a speeding ticket a few years ago, but I was guessing they can overlook one slip up. Alas, I was denied, and the reason was, upon looking at my background check, that I have a misdemeanor in my hometown, failure to return rental property. What? Failure to return? What? Proceed to a few minutes ago when I called the clerk of court. Apparently the small town video store I had rented some movie from, I wish I knew the movie, turned me in for not returning a rental video to them. I was never served with papers for the misdemeanor crime, so I'm trying to contact the DA to have it expunged from my record. Too long didn't read, I can't get a job because I didn't return a video 8 years ago. Wake the fuck up, samurai, we have a city to burn. No, go back to sleep, it needs to be patched a couple more times. Be patient. Wow, you are absolutely gonna burn for this one, pal. What could have been worse, is if you returned it and didn't be kind and rewind. I would have sent a task force after you. When I went through basic training, we had a guy whose security clearance was put on hold because of an overdue library book. There's a long history of foreign agents blackmailing people for state secrets because of overdue library books. LMFAO, that's ludicrous. You fucking criminal. Today I fucked up by killing a bug. I live in an older home. It was built around 1950. We have a lot of gnats in my house. They're always flying in my face while I'm on the laptop. I still haven't figured out exactly where they're coming from. I have tried pouring bleach down all of the drains. I have tried keeping an apple cider mix with soap concoction in various places around the house. We even have an exterminator plan, but gnats are not included. I usually will kill them with a clap, but today one was crawling on my computer monitor, so instead I squished him with my thumb. Quickly realized that the bug was not on the monitor. He was underneath the monitor. So now I get to stare at this dead bug for the rest of the life of the monitor, which is basically brand new. Too long didn't read, I killed a bug underneath my screen and now it will be there forever. Pic of bug, pic too close up. I could be wrong, but it seems like if a bug was able to get into the monitor, that might be a manufacturing error. Worth looking into. If there was something wrong with how it was made, it could be covered under warranty. Edit, till lots of people have trouble with bugs getting into their monitors. Yes, I've just been fortunate enough to live in colder climates with fewer bugs. Just an idea, gnats for me are always from a plant I have around the house. I would be so mad staring at a bug under my monitor for the rest of its lifespan. Gnats come from houseplants? That's probably it then. My wife has houseplants all over the place. This is the tech version of waiter, there's a fly in my soup. Yes, it's a minor annoyance all of my own doing. A bug shouldn't be able to enter a monitor, dude. You better contact the manufacturer or the seller. Actually, if the bugs are small enough, this is unfortunately a regular occurrence. My house backs onto a field, and in the summertime, I would just hope that I wouldn't get any more thunderflies inside my monitor. 3 monitors from 3 different manufacturers had the same fate. Fortunately, I've moved bedroom and no longer face the field, so it's much better, and my current monitor is 2 years bug-free. Do you have any empty beer cans around your place? We used to get so many fruit/sour flies plus gnats around the house in the summer because we have a small trash can we put our empties in for recycling. Now I use it as a kind of death trap, so they'll all congregate there, plus then I can get rid of them. Negative, sir. We don't drink beer and we rinse out any recyclable can or bottle before placing in the bin. Today I fucked up by gaining $900 in medical debt because I was lonely. Obligatory, this didn't happen today but rather a couple of weeks ago. However, I did only recently receive the bill and other vital information. No throwaway because this isn't gonna get read by anyone anyway. So, March 2020, the lockdown hits. Work is shut down. Unemployment starts. and only pays about 60% of what I normally make. My boyfriend breaks up with me via text, because he isn't capable of giving me the type of love I need. Meanwhile I thought we were happy. Velp. And so begins the longest march in existence. No job, no boyfriend, no clubs or gym. My PS4 now gets more action than my vibrator or myself combined. At least I have my cats to cuddle. Also, I somehow still find new items in Skyrim, after all these years. How? Bethesda. Speed through 2 different apartment moves, my solo bedroom birthday party, and we have arrived in October. Halloween is my favorite holiday and has me in a more joyful mood. With this newfound pep, I begin to feel like it's time to move on from what's his balls, and get my feet wet. Yeah. Mistake 1, I download Tinder. Thinking this is the best way to stay clean in the current climate, because I can ask a ton of questions before meeting up. A millennium of swiping later, thanks College Town, and a handful of hopefuls to choose from, I select a victim for some casualness, just to test the relationship waters. Mistake 2, Eric, not his real name. This short sentence saying, Jim going gorgeous, tall dark and handsome type of guy, is almost too good to be true, checks all the right casual but as potential boxes. We move from Tinder to Snapchat at my request, because I like to get a real-time face picture. Catfish trap, Yano. All checks out, he is definitely the buff dude from his pics. We continue chatting and seem to vibe, so set up a time for a hike, as we both have been feeling cooped up from the months of quarantine. Our hike goes really well. He takes me to a place I haven't done before, which is rare because I go pretty often. Afterwards we head to my house, watch some good place, and cuddle. He makes a move and we make out some to smile. We say goodbye and I'm feeling really happy about the situation. The next time we see each other is at my house again, and things get way more hot and heavy. We use a condom, but definitely have a close and sweaty time, after being without for so long during the quarantine. We cuddle some more when we're done, and then I walk him out. I clean myself up, use the bathroom, and move on with my day. This is where mistake 3 was made, but I didn't know it yet. Next couple days my urination habits become sort of erratic, not painful, but a very frequent need to go, at most times. On day 4, the back pain began. I went to bed that night around 11, with a heating pad, and some ibuprofen. I'd rate the pain a 3. The next morning, I was crying, and had only slept maybe an hour. Pain was so bad, more like an 8 at that point. My frequent urination also now burned. I had taken a hot shower at about 4 AM trying to loosen what I thought was my severely cramping back muscles, to no avail. I was using my metal water bottle to roll on, like a foam roller, to work out the kinks, to no avail. It being a Sunday, there was no way to see my real doctor, so I called my aunt who lives in the area, to see what she could suggest. Someone in the background shouted that urgent care would see me for $150, and I should go to the ER. This doesn't sound right to me, but they are insistent, and I am almost delirious with pain and lack of sleep. Mistake 4, trusting that person and not just self-medicating until the next day. I go to the ER. I let them know I don't have insurance due to being off work from COVID. A doctor sees me, feels my lower back and takes my blood pressure. I pee into a cup. She tells that I have an infection, a UTI, and the nurse will be back with some pain meds to make me more comfortable, as well as an antibiotic. 35 minutes later, the doctor returns and sees that I am still in pain. She tells me she would like to do imaging and some blood tests, because the level of pain I'm reporting is more severe than typical for what she can see in the urine test. It could be kidney stones or something else. I, not having insurance, let her know this, and that I can't afford the extra tests. I also ask her if the nurse will be soon with the pain meds, to which she is highly surprised I haven't gotten them yet. The nurse finally brings me the medication and I sit another long while. Thankfully the meds help and my pain greatly reduces. When the doctor returns for the second time, she agrees just to prescribe to me an antibiotic, with the caveat that I must return if I don't see a complete reduction in back pain, or it continues to burn when I pee. After the antibiotic course, I feel much better. I've never had a UTI before, and I really don't want one again. I chalk it up to that I didn't immediately pee after sex. Completely my fault there. As I'm feeling better, I decide to contact the guy again, to get back up on the saddle, so to speak. Since I've been at home battling an infection and not feeling great, my house is a little bit of a mess, and I ask if we can go to his for once. He double checks with me several times before making a sudden turn into a driveway. We go up some really sketchy stairs into the most dirty apartment I've ever seen. And he is telling me that it's this way because it is his roommate's turn to clean, but his roommate is out of town, yada yada. The stove is only dusty white on its sides and front. The top is covered in dried foodstuffs. The sink is full of dirty dishes. Wanting to maybe give benefit of the doubt, or maybe more like in horror shock of what I'm seeing, I continue following him deeper into this cave of musty smelling clutter. We get to his room and his cat rushes up against me. I look down, and see that this poor baby has a bald scabby spot in between his shoulders, and beyond that, to the carpet that's never felt the love of a vacuum. Eric gets my attention by asking what I'd like to watch or listen to, and I squeak out, "Whatever you'd like," before asking to use the bathroom. I need to get away from this area, this apartment. I need to be alone to come up with a plan. He sort of gestures around the corner and I turn to find it. Yawl. The tub was grey, besides the vaguely white outline of where someone would stand under the shower head. The sink had like peachy pink slime. I literally just turned around and walked out of the place. Never heard back from the guy. I don't even know how he thought that living situation was okay or wasn't embarrassed about it. I was embarrassed about the to-go box I hadn't thrown out from the night before. I have since received the bill for the ER visit in the mail. Definitely not $150. It's for over $900. For sitting around, peeing in a cup, getting my back felt up, and taking some pills. The worst part is, I have this amount of money saved, but was planning to buy a car off of my friend. So long, transportation. Hello, winter. Too long didn't read, fucked a dirty Tinder guy, didn't pee after sex, got my first UTI. Also can't buy a car now. It makes me angry that guys like this can get sex. He seemed normal otherwise, crying face, his car wasn't even dirty. US medical system is so stupid honestly. Can you steal his poor cat and save him/her please? I already have two of my own that I am worried about. Frown. So sorry about this ordeal. I've also learned the hard way that going to urgent care is less expensive than the ER. See if the office has a sliding scale based on income. They may be able to help you lower that bill. I'm going to try to see what they will do for me, but there is already a $600 waiver for being self-pay. Insuranceless, my bill would have been $1,500.